change the world. This is what we have to say. From my voice to your voice. We in Liberia, with our fingers lifted 5, will speak, support, and stand for you all.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being so consistent. In today's video, I am here with a brilliant young Liberian girl, and when I tell you brilliant, I'm telling you it's the reason why we're having this interview in the first place. So I came across this video online of this young girl reading a speech in front of like a lot of people who were like older than her, and guess what she was talking about? Early marriage. And I think this is a sensitive topic, a conversation that is not really talked about much. And according to UNICEF, over a decade ago, 1 out of 4 girls used to be engaged into child marriage. And fast forward to 2023, 1 in 5 girls is suffering from early child marriage. So it was really inspiring to see her giving the speech. And today we get to talk to her, and I'm super excited. So, well, this is the speech that she did that drew me towards this interview. So,
as a female, there's no limit to what we women can accomplish. We came out of rapes, but we are the primary reason why families are created. These are the words of Michelle Obama and Sir Enoch Shonsokra. The change is you and you alone. Greetings, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ambassador Tico Joyce B. Taule, a proud and founding member of the People's Favorite Team of Change, Public Speaking, Activism, Academic Development Team Stand Liberia.
I know, right? You just got you watching the speech, and you're all like, wow, wow, who is this amazing young woman? So we're about to find out. So, hello, how are you doing?
I'm fine. And you?
I'm doing good. I'm happy to be here. So, by the way, I like your African look. Looks good.
Thank you.
What is your name?
I'm Tico Joyce B. Taule, a founding member of the People's Favorite Team of Change, Public Speaking, Activism, Academic Development, Team Stand Liberia.
Okay. And I mean, the portfolio you just listed now, I don't know how I'm supposed to introduce myself, but how old are you?
I'm 11 years of age.
You're 11.
Yeah.
Bro, tell me what you were doing when you were 11. Were you getting interviews? I don't think so. So, which class are you in?
I'm in the 6th grade.
You're in 6th grade.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So, you're part of a team that you mentioned earlier when you were introducing yourself, Team Stands Liberia.
Yeah.
So, what is this team all about?
Well, we are into making children to not have chorophobia every time they are on stage, that they should be free in speaking, they should speak their mind, they must be bold. And like I said, we are into making them to develop academically.
So, wait, she's saying we are making them. Girl, you know you're 11, right?
Yeah.
And you're making someone. Oh, queen. Okay, so what drew you towards this team?
Well,
And when did you become a member?
well, I became a member in 2020.
Okay.
And the reason I wanted to be part of Team Stand Liberia is because I had a passion to become a motivator and also to become a journalist. And also they helped me to control myself on stage. I don't have that kind of phobia, and I know how to get
You're not
rid of
nervous,
it.
yeah.
I know how to get rid of it anytime I'm on stage.
So how do you get rid of the whole nervousness? Because I think I need tips. Sometimes when I'm on stage, I'm like, so you gotta teach me. Like, tell me.
Well, like the speech I said on the 29th of March.
The one you were doing?
Yeah. I was like, I'm not going to do this, but once I started doing my gesture, I was free. So that's how I got rid of that phobia.
So next time I'm on a stage and I'm supposed to present something, I should try gesticulating a little bit.
Yeah.
Thanks for the advices. So let us go towards the main topic here, which is early child marriage. So I know sometimes in Liberia you will see children. They're brilliant people in Liberia. A lot of brilliant people.
Yeah.
But you really touched me because I don't see a lot of children discussing the topic that you discussed, the way in which that you discussed it. So I want you to tell me and tell my subscribers because I already know, but I want them to know as well. So, what is early child marriage to you? What is your opinion on early child marriage?
Well, first, let me tell them what early child marriage is.
Yes.
Early child marriage is when the child is not above the age of 18 and they are into a marital relationship. Let's say, let me say something like when the child is not born yet, still in the mommy's belly, another man will say, if that child is a girl, I'll marry that child. But if that child is a boy, I won't marry that child. So it will be like that. And when the child is a girl, they will start to pay that child dowry. And when that girl is in her developmental stage, they will take that child and get married to that child. And she will be forced to do things that she are not to do.
Okay, so before we, brilliant definition by the way. So before we get your opinion on it, I would like to know. You just mentioned men, and I know it happens in most cases,
Yeah.
but is it also possible that women can tell their friend women that the child that you're carrying, if it is a guy, I want like my husband. Does that happen too, or is it just women?
Well, majority are men. Yeah, so
Okay, so what's your opinion on early child marriage?
my opinion is that those that are in the act of doing these things, they must stop because they are breaking down another future leader to build our country. And also, these things happen because of illiteracy and poverty. So, those that are in the rural areas, we know that most of them are old. So if we go to them, talk to them on it, they will learn it from us and they will know what they are doing are wrong and they will know that they are being deceived
Deceived by.
by another person who wants to take their daughter.
Okay, so I think in a part of your speech you were giving recommendations. So how can we work together collectively, like parents and children? How can parents and children and just other people work together in order to put an end to early child marriage in Liberia?
Well, we need to create an awareness. And again, we need to be security on security.
Okay.
So when I say security on security, I mean that when you hear or when you see someone getting married or being involved in such act, tell them to stop. If they don't want to stop, you take the information to another level. You take the condition the situation to another level.
And what is the other level?
You when they don't want to stop, they don't want to listen. You reach to the child parents first. When the child parents learns about it, the child parents realize that what they are doing are wrong. They will say no. And when that man want to force it, you take it to the police station because it's not of your consent anymore. You know what you are doing is wrong and you realize it. So you can say no to it.
Okay, that's amazing. Okay, so the interesting thing about what you just said when you're giving your opinion, you said security on security.
Yeah.
And that's a problem that we're faced with in Liberia. It's something that we have faced for a while, for decades now. People always try to let abusers go because, first of all, they're friends, they're their family members,
Yeah, they want to deal with it the family
the
way.
family way, and that is very wrong. They always cry for justice when it is someone else's family, but when it is theirs, they try to hide it, and then they try to make the girls to feel, I don't know, to feel dirty, to feel like it's their fault.
To feel that they are not part of the society anymore.
Exactly, the stigmatization, the discrimination, all those things can really affect the ability for someone to grow and become a better version of themselves. So the next thing that we're talking about, people really need to be security on security, which is gender-based violence.
Yeah.
So what do you know about gender-based violence?
I know that gender-based violence is the act of abusing someone because of his or her gender.
And why do you think people do that?
Some people do that. Some of them do it for no reason. Some of them they are into that habit of committing crimes. They look at the female dress code, and the
Okay.
female dress code have nothing to do with you. It doesn't matter how the person dress. Learn to control yourself.
Oh my God. Whoa. Choice for president. Choice for president. Because how can a girl who is 11 understands that you need to control yourself? And as old as you are, you don't know that you're supposed to control yourself. That the way that a female dresses, that doesn't give you the right to touch them inappropriately. I mean, I feel like a lot of old people don't understand that, and they'll be like, oh, it was the way she looked, the way she walked, the way she
Yeah.
talked. Like men talk to people anyhow. They dress anyhow. Some people wear tight trousers, but you never see a lady holding that person in a way that is inappropriate.
Yeah.
So I don't really understand why people cannot control themselves, and that's why I'm really happy that we're having this conversation. So maybe they need to hear it from someone who is smaller. So besides learning to control themselves, would you say when it comes to gender-based violence, women are on the high end? As in like women get violated against like almost all of the time compared to men?
Yeah.
What do you say that?
I say that because most men, some of them they are the disadvantage. Most of the time they are the disadvantaged youth. So when they take in the drugs, they go out and smoke. They won't be in their right sense anymore. So they will just do whatever that comes in their mind because they are not in their mind anymore. Like commonly we in our own settings we say that they don't know how to use their number six.
Okay. I haven't heard that in a while. So number six meaning they don't know how to use their mind right.
Yeah, a sense of reasoning.
So what is your advice to young girls who are watching this video?
Well, I want to tell the young girls that they must always listen to their parents, and to those who are already victim, you are a survivor, so you must use your life to motivate others. Yeah.
I mean, come to think of it, should they always listen to their parents, girl? You know, some parents are in favor of early child marriage.
But if some of these girls notice that they don't want to do it, like most of the parents that are in early child marriage, they don't want to do so. You can tell them that you don't want to do it because now there's a freedom of speech in Liberia, and women have the right to speak for themselves now. So you can stand up, speak, and children's rights are also in Liberia. So you can stand and speak for yourself. So that's why we in Stand Liberia say you must stand out and speak out, and you should also speak loud.
We gotta have that on the shirt. because it's so brilliant. I mean, I don't think I would have thought about it at 11, but yes, superb. So, thank you so much for agreeing to do this interview. I look forward to watching you at one at a program, or maybe in a few years' time when you're this big activist or this big journalist, and I'm like, oh, I interviewed her when she was 11 and she was brilliant then, and I knew that she was going to continue to become brilliant and just become more amazing. So, thank you so much. And if you have anything last to say, you can go ahead and say it before we end the video.
Well, I just said everything that they should stand up, speak out, and speak loud for themselves
Okay,
so that other people must hear them.
okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And if you're watching this video, Team Stand Liberia is doing amazing when it comes to helping young Liberian kids to understand the power of, as Joyce would say it, to speak up and to speak loud, and that's amazing. So you can follow them. I'm going to leave a link to their Instagram or maybe Facebook or YouTube channel. I'm going to leave a link in the description box, and you can follow them and follow their journey. They have so many other kids that they're helping and teaching, and I believe that is what Liberia needs right now. So thank you all so much. If you're new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and tap the notifications bell. And thanks to everybody for watching. Love y'all. Bye bye.
Bye.